Happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at the Grizzlies. They're playing really well, moving up now to the top spot in our rankings.
And looking at Memphis, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
Now, here's Collins. Clarkson taking his time here. Markkanen from outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
How about the big-time range of Markkanen? That wasn't toes to the three-point line. That one had some distance on it.
Greg, for a franchise like Memphis, is there a specific way they have to build?
Through the draft. I mean, they aren't going to get the huge A-list free agents, so you have to hit on your picks. You also have to keep your guys happy. Sign them to smart extensions.
You know, Greg, one place you really see Walker Kessler making his presence felt is on the defensive end.
And, boy, he has got a nose for blocks, doesn't he? I mean, able to detect shots forming and get a hand on the ball. It is such a gift that allows this guy to make such a big difference on that side of the ball.
Now here's Morant. Jackson a screen on Sexton. To the middle. Memphis moving it around. Jackson kicks to Bane. Clock at 6. The three from Morant. Rebound, Utah. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Markkanen in the corner. Tries a three. Drops in the tray. Markkanen's got 6.
I want to see Markkanen become more aggressive in these instances. Be ready to fire as soon as you make the catch. How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Jazz trail by 5. Now Clarkson, still scoreless. And it's denied. And they get it back. Outside Sexton. Markkanen passes to Kessler. Shot clock at 5. Collins wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. Pass to Swift. Stolen by Markkanen. Collins in the post. Guarded by Bane.
And how about the heart from Collins on that play? Working through the foul for the and-one opportunity.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Here's Sexton. The Grizzlies making the shot. Here's Kessler. And the shot is long. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Inside, here's Swift. Collins grabs the miss. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Clarkson against Bane. Collins dishes to Clarkson. Markkanen from outside. Grizzlies with the rebound. Swift's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Konchar, the pass to Swift. Outside Jackson. Down low. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Jazz trail by 6. Sexton with it. Nothing on the board. Clarkson. It's rebounded by Memphis. Swift's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And the dunk by Jackson.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
Utah calls timeout.
And let's see some of the numbers here on Lauri Markkanen. Great showing for him last season. And he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
Oh, yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago. Utah's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. To the inside, stolen by Jackson. Here's Swift. He's guarded by Collins. Markkanen inside the line. Shoots from 8. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup. Markkanen's got 8 points.
This is what you hope. You want to see Markkanen mix it up on the glass, right? Keep the play alive. Make sure you convert.
They grab their own miss. Swift, that's good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
They recover it. Sexton finds Collins. Passes it to Kessler. 5 on the clock. It's good.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
Now here's Morant. Scoreless thus far. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And even though we're in the very early part of the season, Doris, you can already feel some teams distancing themselves from others.
Yeah, Kev, we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, obviously, but there are some squads you can tell. They look like they're going to be strong competitors for the title. They are on point early.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Adams comes in for Jaren Jackson, and Smart subbed in for Konjar.
Well, give Jordan Clarkson a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly on this shot.
To the paint, here's Swift, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now, here's Clarkson. Outside Collins. Misses the 3.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
Morant with it, guarded now by Sexton. Bain, the bounce pass. Here's Swift, rips it home after the terrific move.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now, here's Markkanen. 8 points for him. Makes it off the glass. Markkanen's got 10 points in the game.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Swift, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jazz trail by 10. Clarkson outside. The pass to Collins. Back to Clarkson. Three-pointer, Markkanen. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Swift down low. Working on Collins. Swift, no good. Sexton up top, guarded by Morant. Utah moving it around. Pass to Collins. From 12 feet out, the basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Morant at the elbow. Swift, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Now, here's Markkanen. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Here's Swift. There's the killer 2-handed slam.
As a passer, Morant has developed great instincts, and he's going to exploit those gaps in the D.
So for the Jazz, their last game a loss to Denver. 1:41 left to play in the first. And here's Collins from outside. It's hauled in by Adams.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter, he has been completely bothered.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Swift. Just 5 to shoot. Bain for 3. They get it again. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Right side, Collins. Outside, Sexton. Clarkson on the wing. Over Smart. And it's Clarkson that time on the assist by Sexton. Clarkson's got 5 now.
As a shooter, Clarkson can be so efficient. He gets the ball and goes right into his shot.
Adams' shot is off.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Now Morant. After Jordan Clarkson missing on that last three-pointer. Sexton against Morant. To the middle. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Well, nice job by Colin Sexton to find the open man. You want to see court awareness from the young gun.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Swift, no good. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 2. Smart against Clarkson. In the corner, it's Kessler. Collins finds Clarkson. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Grizzlies lead by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then and man, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Jazz.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
We've got a lot of game left, but boy, they are doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass.
We'll see Markkanen and Collins at forward. Talen Horton-Tucker out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Olynyk in at the center position. That's the group right now for Utah. Rejected by Swift. Adams outside. Dishes it to Jackson. Inside, here's Swift. Back to Jackson. Three-pointer. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
Well, the Utah Jazz, GA, have one of the highest win percentages in NBA history.
And they're probably the greatest franchise to never win a championship. They made the finals twice. Unfortunately, they had to face Jordan and the Bulls both times.
Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. No one covering. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, Kennard loves and relishes the opportunity to come back with his triple.
Utah trailing here. Outside, Sexton. Horton-Tucker finds Collins. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Swift. Takes it inside. Outside, Smart. Down low. Here's Swift. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And often players want to discuss calls with the officials, but Greg, what was your approach with those conversations with referees?
Kevin, well, it depended on the conversation. But at the end of the day, you realize they've got a job to do just like you do. And you try to keep it as respectful as possible and yet still be able to get your point across.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Here's Horton-Tucker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up. The Jazz have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Roddy's checked in.
Well, that's the athletic ability of Colin Sexton, twice on the pipes. What a big-time vertical.
Here's Kessler, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Hey, Greg, gritty is a word that is often used to describe the Grizzlies teams.
And I think it applies to this unit as well. These guys are all tenacious and hungry. They play every game with a healthy chip on their shoulder. They love to compete.
And the second free throw, good. And the Jazz seem ahead of schedule, Greg, but where can they take another step forward?
Well, turnovers have been a problem. They commit a lot, and they don't force a ton either defensively. So closing that differential will help them on the possession battle.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Sexton kicks to Markkanen. Collins setting the pick for Markkanen. Outside Collins. And the 3 off target.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Collins, a screen on Smart. From 12 feet out. The shot by Sexton, no good. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And that one is hammered home.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Utah calls timeout. And Utah making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Here's Sexton. He has yet to score. Passes it to Kessler. Collins looking around. Just 5 on the clock. The open look here for Sexton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, guys. Walker Kessler has already made an impact for the Jazz. Now, Will Hardy says the physical tools that he has allow him to be successful. He's shown so much growth on both ends of the floor. I think defense comes natural to Walker in a lot of ways, but his ability to learn the offense has been tremendous. Kevin?
It has another great young player. We enjoy them all. David, thank you. Another miss by Utah. Memphis leading by 8. Morant passes to Swift. There's the screen. Here's Conchar. They get a hand on it, and they'll get another chance.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Clarkson. Collins, good.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Morant against Sexton. Morant with a wide open look. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 4 rebounds in this game. Horton Tucker, the pass to Clarkson. No good on the 3. And here are the Grizzlies now. They're on a 16-6 run. An even 3-on-3 break. Rejected by Swift. Outside, Bane. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
There's a screen by Collins. Clarkson goes in. And the pass to Horton Tucker. sinks the triple. Horton Tucker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Jazz trail by 9. To the inside, here's Horton Tucker, and it's blocked by Swift. Conchar, the pass to Swift, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, as soon as you recognize a size mismatch, you have to attack.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Collins passes to Kessler. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Collins. Sexton deciding where to go with it. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim, love the hustle. And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Talen Horton Tucker. Utah with the ball. 11-point game.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast. Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Kessler finds Collins. Lobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. For Clarkson, it's been about finding a place in the NBA that suits him.
You know what, Kevin? That is often the case for players who are not superstars, but are quality players. Jordan Clarkson came into the league with a reputation as a gunner. But here's a guy who can fill in as a starter, he can play off the bench, and he's always willing to accept his role.
Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Jazz passing it around. Out left to the wing. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Well, you look at Jackson, a fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks. And, of course, Walker Kessler, he's doing even better. He's also someone that will flat out control the paint.
And when either of those guys are on the floor, that low post defense is immediately something their teammates don't have to worry about. That's a very comforting feeling.
To the middle, stolen by Kessler. Here's Clarkson. The Jazz with another miss.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Back in the 2022 offseason, Doris, the Jazz traded their 2 All-Stars, Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert.
And what that got them, Kevin, was a ton of draft picks. But to me, the real prizes, Lauri Markkanen, who made the All-Star game, and Walker Kessler, who looks like a big-time stud, particularly on the defensive end.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Sexton against Morant. Sexton the pass to Markkanen. And Collins gets double-teamed. Sexton for 3. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Jazz trail by 12. Clarkson outside. Swift grabs the miss. Morant left side.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
Both free throws good from Morant. One second left. Can't hit that one. And that concludes the first half. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 14. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Welcome to the halftime show.
What stands out to me is how they're getting outworked, especially on the glass. No physicality whatsoever. This is where your fans start to feel let down when you appear like you don't care.
And the truth is they do care. They're just playing like they don't. All right, fellas, let's take a quick look at two key players from that first half.
Two really talented guys, I'm telling you. They're both so smart. They anticipate really well. That's how they make it look so easy.
And it's a test of their endurance heading into the second half. Can they both keep up this pace? And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Garbage Man.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. John Conchar out there with Jackson, and it's Swift in at the 5 spot. Clarkson outside, down to 5 on the shot clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. High post try. The shot by Collins no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Stolen by Collins. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. And it's blocked by Swift. Fast break Memphis. And there's the call on John Collins. And that'll be his third foul so far. Now off the inbound, and that one is stuffed right through.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's Kessler, defended by Swift. Here's Collins. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Pass to Swift. And it's blocked. Here's Sexton. Lobbed up there for Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And one thing you love about Collins as a scorer, he's efficient. His numbers from the field and from three are consistent year to year.
Pass to Morant from outside the arc. The rebound by the Jazz. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Clarkson passes to Collins. Again with the block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Utah. They trail by 16. Outside for Sexton. That 3 off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And taking a look at some of the stats here for Clarkson. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged 21 points a game,
4 assists and 4 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
Morant against Sexton. And there's the pass to Kessler. Clarkson for 3. The Jazz again can't hit it.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
In transition, here come the Jazz. Swift grabs the miss.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Stolen by Kessler. To the paint, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Sexton is a point guard. It is his job to share the wealth, and he does there.
And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Pass to Swift. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Stolen by Kessler. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
What I'm always impressed by, guys, is Markkanen's versatility. The guy can face up and make jump shots. He can be enough of a presence on the interior that you're very comfortable with him in this modern NBA game.
Count the basket. Kessler's got 10 points.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see. And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Clarkson. There's another block.
His monster defensive night continues, piling up the blocks.
And in this team's proud history, he just equaled the most blocks in a game. Now think of that. And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Here's Collins. Blocked again.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
They get it back. Swift. And again.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Jazz trail by 17. Here's Clarkson. He blocks it again.
And this is a supercharged defensive performance. No one in franchise history has more block shots in a single game.
He never lets up, ever. Reading and reacting to every pass and every shot. Now Kessler. 10 points for him. Solid defense right there from Swift. On the wing, Jackson. And he slams it one-handed.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Clarkson against Bane. Markkanen kicks to Sexton. Got it from 16 feet. Sexton's got 5 now.
Well, Colin Sexton working this shot into his basketball game, such a critical aspect for him to have.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Clarkson passes to Collins. And here's Clarkson. Outside for Sexton. Drills it from outside. Sexton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Outside, Bane. The tray. The rebound by the... And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Down low. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. He has 6.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Collins a screen on Bain. Clarkson for 3. And the Jazz another 3.
Really off on his shooting, just 20% this period. Looks like he's getting a bit frustrated.
It's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Utah Jazz have found themselves a new all-star in Lauri Markkanen. Coach Will Hardy says he's our best player, but we're not making our team about him. We have a lot of really good players. Everyone is finding a way to coexist, and that's the great thing about our team. Kevin?
Yeah, a quick rebuild. And David Aldridge, thank you for that report. Horton Tucker's checked in for Utah. Smart's checked in for Memphis. Pass to Horton Tucker. Nice D from Swift. Memphis leading by 14. 14 feet away. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Inside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Morant drives in.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
6 attempts for him at the line. He's made 4. First free throw is good. And Memphis making a change here. Adams checked in. Both free throws good from Morant. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. In third, the Grizzlies.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Jazz trail by 16. Passes to Sexton. Outside Collins. Out to Clarkson. Collins setting the pick for Clarkson. Again with the block. Making his presence felt on this end.
He's holding down the fort, anchoring the defense.
Morant passes to Swift. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And I like how Morant threaded the needle there. Just an excellent pass off that pick.
The pass to Clarkson. Now Horton Tucker. And he can't bank that one in. And the Grizzlies leading by 18. To the middle, here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, Steven Adams is a formidable presence on the interior. Nice finish.
Utah has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Clarkson for 3. And again with the rebound.
And he's having as dominant a game on the boards as you'll ever see. He might set a new franchise record.
He's controlling this game with his rebounding alone. If he breaks the single game record, he's setting a very, very high bar. Here's Sexton. He's got 8.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
To stop the drought, Horton Tucker's shot is off.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do.
That's another rebound.
Boy, this guy plays hard, acting like every board is.
And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been out of this world tonight. Unreal offensively.
The points just keep adding up. Close to the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. Pass to Clarkson. In the corner, Collins with it. Baseline jumper. That one goes. Count it. And that's 20 points for John Collins.
And this is how you use the mid-range area. Collins keeping it simple.
And another assist for him.
And that last assist ties him for the franchise record for most in a game. How about the night he's having?
He's been on time and pinpoint with his passing all game long. Fantastic performance to tie the franchise record. Here's Horton Tucker. Drains it with the D all over him. Horton Tucker's got 5 now.
And I tell you what, somebody's draped all over him, and he's still able to connect.
Stolen by Collins. Horton Tucker, the pass to Sexton.
You can see the explosive athleticism that caught the eye of NBA scouts. Sexton with the dunk.
Pass to Swift. Morant kicks to Bane. Another possession, another assist.
And sure enough, he's just set the single-game franchise record for assists.
Showing that vision both to find and rebounds again.
Another board, and he's set the franchise record for rebounds in a game. What an absolute vacuum he's been tonight.
He's inhaled any and every miss off the glass. Great performance to write his name in the team record books.
This is the John Collins show. There's a smoothness to his game that you really appreciate on a night like this.
Swift, the pass to Morant, to the inside. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
He's the leading scorer tonight, being aggressive, and so far, no one's found a way to slow him down.
Here's Horton Tucker. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Horton Tucker's got his 3rd basket of the night. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. He got it again. Sensational.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. And, yep, another basket.
And that ties him for 3rd all-time scoring for a single game. What an incredible performance.
Absolutely. A game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show. Clarkson against Bane. It's stolen by Adams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jordan Clarkson. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
And Bane drops them both. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's Memphis, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And the Grizzlies shooting it as well as you're going to see. 60 connects again.
And that score moving him clear into 3rd all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. Horton Tucker's shot is off.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silent.
Oh!
My goodness.
Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 23 assists. Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Morant comes with the double team. Passes it to Abaji. Beyond the arc. Swift grabs the miss. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Utah's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Over in the corner, Yurtseven buries it from three-point range. Yurtseven's got his first 3 points of the game.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Stolen by Yurtseven. Horton Tucker with it over to the left wing. They set the screen, and here's Olynyk from the arc, and Utah another 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Olynyk, and plenty of contact on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. A lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this what
There's the pass to Horton Tucker. And GA start next season, some big repeat penalties for teams well over the cap. That draft pick penalty is especially tough.
Yeah, I mean, if a team is over that $17.5 million mark twice in a 4-year span, their first-round draft pick falls to the end of the first round, that'll sting.
Olynyk has the open look. Another miss by Utah.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Pass to Swift. Tries again. And he goes in for the dunk.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
He had a nice open look right there. Markkanen's got 30.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their...
And got it! Another basket!
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
That score moving him clearly into second place for most points in a game. Olynyk inside, covered by Swift.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And good! There's another! That's 91, an incredible feat!
This is just flat out insane.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Markkanen finds Horton Tucker. Down low, here's Kessler.
It's not just the decision-making, it's the ability to put the pass where it needs to be when it needs to be there. Mr. Markkanen, well done, sir.
Adams outside. To the paint, here's Swift. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws. And the play-in has certainly kept things interesting, Doris. Overall, the 9th seeds have a better win-loss record than the 8th seeds.
Yeah, not much separation talent-wise between teams that finish in that order of standing. And I'm curious to see, Kev, do we start to see more first-round upsets by favoring lower seeds that happen to be playing well at the right time?
Rose is checked in for Steven Adams.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Swift, that's good.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Utah has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Off target with the open look. The Grizzlies shooting a scorching 68% in the game. Rose gets the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. The 8-footer rejected by Swift. Fast break, here we go. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jordan Clarkson.
Obviously, Luke Kennard, a guy known for his shooting ability, the southpaw, capable of stretching the floor and doing major damage from downtown.
And one thing that came from this new CBA GA, mandatory participation in the NBA Draft Combine.
Yeah, more equal access for teams to study various prospects. Player agents can't keep teams in the dark like in the past. That makes for a more level playing field.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Rose. Kennard against Clarkson. Right side, Markkanen. Outside, Sexton. 6 to shoot. Clarkson finds Sexton. Over Smart. And once again, off the mark by Utah. And here are the Grizzlies with it. And the rejection by Collins.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game and why he's so valuable at both ends of the floor.
Sexton against Kennard. Markkanen from outside. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Markkanen's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for the Jazz. Throws it up high.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Utah has gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Smart against Sexton. Clarkson outside. Pass to Markkanen. The Jazz working the ball around now. The shot by Sexton, no good.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Smart passes yet another bucket.
And that score puts him even, a night I never thought we'd see.
He's now tied point for point with the record. One more score. He'll be all alone at the top of the record books. GA, a moment nobody thought they'd ever see.
100 points for him still sends shivers down my spine to say it, and this is a game that nobody thought could be
good. He hits again.
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
Oh, history being made as we speak. Unbelievable.
And Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game has been surpassed. Pick up the phone. Let everybody know something special has happened here tonight.
Greg, a lot more awareness in the league about the importance of mental health. Why is that so necessary?
I mean, Kevin, the level of stress now has really grown. These players are under this huge microscope that now often extends to their families. And this is such a highly competitive environment. It is far more than just a game.
He's been feeding the ball very nicely. 9 assists now tonight.
He's been the ultimate distributor here tonight. It's showing up on the stat sheet, but more importantly, it's going to show up in the win column.
And he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him.
Well, you can give them a steady diet of pick and roll because if Jordan Clarkson gets downhill, it's trouble.
Swift. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
Utah has gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Clarkson kicks to Sexton. Outside Collins. Passes to Sexton. The 3-ball. Here's Kessler. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Utah with the ball. Outside, Sexton. Over Smart. The shot by Sexton, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
And good. He hits it again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And, Greg, one of the finer points of the new collective bargaining agreement, players in the G League Ignite or overseas no longer automatically entering the NBA draft when they turn 19.
Yeah, it makes sense. You think about players in college, they choose when to enter the draft. So only right to give pros that same amount of time.
To the middle. Clark kicks to Kennard. Inside, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And finished off by Collins.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, what can you say about Marcus Smart, right? A willing, capable passer off the pick-and-roll environment. That is really beautifully done.
Sexton against Smart. Kessler, the basket good off the assist from Sexton.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Grizzlies.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Garbage Man.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
Smart against Sexton. Outside Collins. And Collins gets double-teamed. Out to Clarkson. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer, marking it. Grabs the rebound again.
It feels like he's grabbing every rebound tonight. This is an incredible performance.
A monster night on the glass, right? Approaching the 4th most rebounds in a single NBA game. He blocks it again, making his presence felt on this end.
He's holding down the fort, anchoring the defense. And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And here's Clarkson. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
And they sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win.
MP, what do you have to say after breaking the most unbreakable record in sports?
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
The unbreakable record has been broken. Can you try to wrap your head around what you just achieved?
Yeah, it's gonna take some time. I might not ever fully wrap my head around it. I mean, Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game has always been sort of mythical to me. I mean, I remember watching Kobe put up 81 and thinking,
Let's go! Telling my grandchildren about what you did tonight. What you just did for
so
your
obviously
legacy
we've been doing the endorsement thing for a little while now.
Yeah.
I got sick of having, one file on my laptop, one on my phone. We got one on your phone, one under the coffee.
Make way for the king,
What was
Mr.
going through your mind as you
100
approached the
MP, baby.
triple-double, knowing you were about to notch the first one of your career?
For most of the game, I didn't really know how close I was. I was just trying to help the team get the win. But towards the end of the third, I think a couple of guys on the bench pointed it out to me. I tried to ignore it, though, because I wasn't about to sacrifice winning for stat padding. I mean, I'm excited I got it, for sure, but mostly because it shows how many different ways I can impact the game and help the team. And that's always my focus, to do everything I can to deliver a victory. If that means racking up stats, so be it. But the wins and losses are what's really important.
So if I'm going to Denver for the first time, when should I have it? Better in the Denver area. My advice. Yeah, MP.
That's one. Only 9 more to go, chump.
You see, that's the thing. You can do everything right over the course of the season, but if you don't show up during the most important games,
MP in the house.
Blazers got a rowdy crowd. Let's shut them up early.
I've been using the NBA 2K mobile app.
That's why your head is always frosty like a heavy messenger.
Anyway, I've been thinking about growing my hair out.
Looking good, MP. Feeling good too, my guy.